listening to Houston Real Estate Radio. I'm your host, Shannon Register, and every week we bring you news and information you can use on your next real estate transaction. This weekend, we are broadcasting from the 4th annual Lake Houston Area Home and Garden Show over at the Humble Civic Center. It's been a great show. Lots of people have been coming by. A lot of things to learn here today. They've got different vendors talking about their products, talking about different ways to change your home, upgrade your home, things you can do. Handyman here giving lots of great tips. Lots of things going on. This segment, I'm talking with Bob Robertson. He is the owner of the Kingwood Garden Center. And we all know we're going to have to replace some plants this spring after this harsh winter that we've all gone through. So welcome to the show, Bob.
Thank you, Shannon. It's great to be here.
So tell me, the Kingwood Garden Center, you guys have been in business for a long time. You're really rooted here in the community.
It's an establishment that was put in about 35 years ago by Covington's, and it's had we're the third owner of the business, and we've owned it for about 7 years. Well rooted. And
where are y'all located?
The Kingwood Garden Center is 1 block north of Kingwood Drive as you come into Kingwood. Right behind Steinmart, if you were to use a landmark.
Okay, and y'all have, you're a retail store, so anyone can go in there and purchase products. Tell us some of the things that people find and enjoy in your store.
Shannon, we believe we have a complete garden center. We sell bedding plants, seasonal bedding plants, trees, shrubs. We have a great selection of fruit trees and citrus. We're getting into a lot of the vegetables. We have a beautiful selection of herbs. We get into soil amendments, modifications for plant or insect infestation or fungal infestation. We also have a birding area, bird seed, really nice stuff in there, and home and garden decor. Mm-hmm. And we have a incredibly large organic section where you can go, if it's your choice to go organic, come in and see us. We have very knowledgeable people in a large organic section.
All right, and you guys were up for an award recently. Tell me about that.
We did. Actually, we received our award in January. It's put out by Garden Center Magazine. And they go around and you fill out a questionnaire and they ask you how you're different and how you go to market and what you are in the community, and they evaluate the garden centers, and it's called the Top 100 Revolutionary Garden Centers, and we were selected for the second year in a row. And we're so proud.
Well, congratulations. That's fantastic. So out here at the Home and Garden Show, what kind of specials have you been promoting?
Well, we have show prices at the home show. So okay. All you people that are listening right now, come on out to the Humble Home Show. We have some specials on bedding plants and some of our fountains, as well as lawn decorations. At the Garden Center, we're running a great special on Ladybug products. Ladybug is a company out of Austin. The owner of that company is John Dromagold. He'll be out in our garden center in a couple of weeks to talk about his products. So soil amendment products primarily.
Okay. And you mentioned citrus plants. What kind of citrus plants grow well here in this area of the country? Most of them?
Citrus does.
Oranges, lemons, limes.
Absolutely, Shannon. Lemons, Meyer lemons, all these Satsuma oranges, grapefruit, pomelos, just really, it's a great area for citrus.
Fantastic. That's exciting. I've sold some houses that have citrus plants, and the buyers always love that.
Well, citrus has, it's such a beautiful, fragrant plant all by itself, and then bountiful fruit. It doesn't get any better than that.
So we live in kind of a unique area. You mentioned earlier before the show we were talking that a lot of tropical plants, when you see the nice landscaped pools, you see a lot of tropical plants, but we do have a very humid climate. Tell us about that.
Well, first of all, we are considered somewhat tropical. We're in zone 9A or B, depending on where you live. And just because it's tropical doesn't mean everything grows all the time. Mm-hmm. Matter of fact, our weather in this area causes some plants to struggle because they have to grow all year long because of the moderate temperatures we have. But then we get really, really daring, and we bring in these tropical plants, and Mother Nature slaps us with a cold front or a freeze.
Freezing winter, yes.
Yeah, so people come from the north or the west, and they come in our garden center and they go, I don't understand. How do you grow things around here? And it just takes a little bit of knowledge, which we are very adept in. One of our other problems is soil. Soil's terrible in this area, so you have to mend the soil a little bit.
Well, tell me about your planting services, because you can actually help people plan a design for their landscape, kind of figure out what they want and help, and then actually go out and plant for them, right?
Yeah, it's sometimes, to get a full service landscape designer is difficult, not only financially, but to find some that you can have them in your area or available to you. And the consumer doesn't want to do it himself, so we're kind of an intermediate.
Okay.
We have some design capabilities. We know plants very, very well.
Yeah.
We get
what's
the
native,
best.
what's not going to grow here.
We get the best stock available. We know who the good growers are, and we'll go out and install plants as well. So you're getting a triple play from us.
Let's talk about your different tree programs, because I know you have 3 different tree programs, right? You have your fruit and citrus, and then your shade trees, and then your spec trees. Tell me the difference between the 3.
Well, the shade trees are a functional tree. You want to reduce the amount of sunlight in your yard, or put a canopy over your house to reduce your air conditioning bill. And a lot of those shade trees are deciduous, where they'll drop their leaf. And then sometimes you want to have a nice spec tree, and that's more of a decorative tree. It doesn't have a function other than being beautiful. Okay. Typically they're flowering trees, and then your citrus go both ways. You could get citruses big enough to be a shade tree.
What is, just real quickly, we've got a couple more minutes left, the quick fixes for people who want to sell a house coming this spring? It's just a few months away till we kind of get in the big house selling frenzy. What are some quick fixes to this problem that they've had this winter with so many plants dying?
Really, I'll tell you, one of the easiest things to do to sell your house is have that curb appeal. Mm-hmm. Curb appeal is so important.
Any plants come to mind?
Well, there's a lot of, you want to vary texture and color, height, and make it. Don't try to drown the house out, but make it accent or frame the house.
Okay.
So those, and we have a lot of shrubs that can do that type of thing.
Okay.
Tall, slim, columnar shrubs, short flowering shrubs, but basically you want to vary texture and color, and don't take away from the beauty of the house.
All right, that sounds good. If people did not make it out to the show this weekend and they want to find you, how can they find you?
Well, they can.
Are y'all online?
Yeah, the first place they can find us is KingwoodGardenCenter.com.
Okay.
And that has the telephone number and address on it.
All right, and you're right here in Kingwood. We appreciate you coming on the show. Thanks so much. Bob with the Kingwood Garden Center. We'll be right back here on Houston Real Estate Radio.